We all like the idea of being our own person, but just how different would you want to be? Because some people on this planet have features so rare, you might not even believe they exist. And yet, they do. They're just one in a million. Are you ready to meet some of them? From the stretchiest men, to girls with X-ray vision, and the darkest skinned lady in the world. Here are 9 people so incredibly rare, it will blow your mind. Number 9. Queen of the Dark. Meet Nyakim Gatwich, a South Sudanese African-American model who's teaching people not to be afraid of the dark. And who might be better suited for the job, if not the darkest-skinned woman in the world? Yup, with her deeply pigmented skin and fierce determination, the dark-skinned model is breaking down the barriers of conventional beauty and encouraging others to do the same. The 24-year-old African model has no shame about her melanin, and she makes sure the world know it.
You know, the way I started being bullied for my skin color when I was like, okay, I just came from struggling as a refugee girl. Now I came from like struggling as a dark-skinned person.
Not only is she a strong advocate for diversity in the fashion industry, she's also a voice for black rights around the world. Fans have nicknamed her the Queen of Darkness, a title she happily accepts.
Well, my Instagram name is Queen Kim, and then I'm embracing and pushing about my dark complexion and loving it. So I'm just assuming that the Queen Kim and dark, they just put the 2 and 2 together, and then there's like, and it's a very catchy name. I love it.
In her very own words, black is bold, black is beautiful, black is gold. Don't let American standards damage your African soul. Love the skin you live in, no matter what color or shade it may be.
So, and the majority of people that was bullying me was mostly African American, which was black people.
Number 8. Man with the stretchiest skin. Gary Turner is a man with a rare genetic disorder that causes his skin to stretch to some pretty extreme levels. His condition is the result of a serious form of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But unlike the hairiest man on Earth, Gary has embraced his uniqueness and performs all sorts of incredible stunts for the public with his skin. On October 29, 1999, he stretched out the skin on his abdomen to a total length of 6.25 inches, earning him a spot in the Guinness World Book of Records.
That's 14.2 centimeters.
That's unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, a new Guinness World Record for the world's stretchiest skin, Gary Turner.
Next time you're feeling old and just about ready for a facelift, just think of Gary here and all the wonderful things you'll be able to do if you skip out on plastic surgery. Number 7. Horned Lady. In 2010, a Chinese woman named Zhang Rufang surprised her family and friends when she made headlines for growing a horn on her forehead. Zhang Rufang turned 101 in 2010 and has been growing a cutaneous horn on her forehead her entire life. Her family and physicians have appropriately nicknamed her special feature Devil's Horns, even though she's only got one for now. But you could see the other slowly forming on the opposite side of her forehead. Cutaneous horns are the result of unusual keratinous skin tumors, with the appearance of horns or sometimes of wood or coral. They're not that uncommon and often benign. In fact, they can even be removed with a sterile razor. However, the location of Zhang's horns is quite a unique one, which is why she's decided to own hers and hold on to it for an entire lifetime. Number 6. The world's dirtiest man. Homelessness is a widespread epidemic, and sadly, there's nothing too unique about living on the streets. However, this man is famed even amongst those without a roof over their head. Amu Haji hasn't showered in over 60 years and smokes animal dung along with multiple cigarettes a day, just outside a small village in Iran, where he used a grave pit as his bedroom. Those who felt sorry for him built him an open brick shack he can use as repair against weather days. But by the looks and smell of him, Amu seems just about ready for a rain shower. It's unclear why he doesn't bathe himself. Perhaps it's poverty, or maybe it's just downright laziness. He does know a thing or two about personal care though. After all, he gives himself haircuts by burning the end of his hair. All we know is that he's lived most of his life like this, and it looks like he'll continue to do so until his soul leaves his body. Number 5. X-Ray Girl. Meet Natasha Demkina, a young teen from Russia who claims to have X-ray vision. Not only does her special power allow her to see inside of people, it lets her make diagnoses that are frequently more accurate than those of trained physicians. While many have tried to disprove her capabilities, she has a growing following of journalists, doctors, and patients who are convinced her powers are real. Others claim she uses a manipulative technique called cold reading, an approach used by so-called psychics who'd prod for people for their reactions so they can adjust their answers according to what would resonate with them most. Real powers or not, who can't deny the girl and her attitude are definitely unique. Number 4. The Silver Man. Stan Jones was trying to cure himself of an illness he's never really disclosed by using large amounts of colloidal silver as a home remedy. To this day, nobody knows what exactly he was trying to cure, but the fact of the matter is that his face now looks like it belongs on the backside of a quarter. Silver has no proven medical benefits, except for in small amounts on wound dressings. And when ingested, it gets deposited into the liver, spleen, kidney, muscle, brain, and even the skin. This can lead to an irreversible bluish-looking skin like Stan's. Despite the unexpected side effect, Stan continues to take colloidal silver as a home remedy, although no one is really sure why. We're not sure what's more unique, his looks or his inexplicable sickness. Before we move on, here's a quick challenge for you. If you can leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications in less than 5 seconds, you will have 10 years of amazing luck. Hurry up and try it. It actually works. Number 3. The hairiest man on Earth. For the guys out there complaining because they can't even grow more than a light mustache, be careful what you wish for. What you're seeing here is not a chimpanzee in a shirt. This is Yu Xinhuan from China, and he's the hairiest man on the planet. He's got a rare condition that causes an insane amount of hair to grow all over his body, 96% to be exact. Just like monkeys, the only hairless parts of his body are the palms of his hands and the soles of his feet. As you can well imagine, his appearance has caused him about as much trouble as fame throughout his entire life. Yu Xinhuan would much rather be famous for something else, so he's now trying to remove those hairs and pursue his childhood dream of becoming a musician. Number 2. The man with no fat. Low body fat is a problem most bodybuilders would only wish for, but unfortunately for this guy, he's low on muscle too. Tom Staniford lives with an extremely rare condition known as MDP, which is short for myelodysplastic preleucemic syndrome. MDP makes Tom's body incapable of storing any fat under his skin, which has him walking around with 0% body fat. The condition is so rare, it's only been recorded in 8 people all over the world. Among other things, the condition causes connective tissue disorders in Tom's feet and hands, immobility of his ankles, moderate hearing loss, and just poor flexibility all over. But don't let Tom's meek appearance fool you. The Englishman is a paracyclist and was also the 2011 National Paracycling Circuit Race champion. Against the Why? Number 1. One blue eye. If you've seen a lock of white hair in newborns and adults, you've seen a rare condition known as piebaldism. This is a rare genetic condition where a person is missing cells called melanocytes. It causes a white patch of skin to typically appear on the person's forehead, along with unmistakable white hair. We think it looks unusual and magical, as if a person arrived from a fantasy story. But if you throw one blue eye into the mix, well, then you've got an even rarer genetic condition known as Waardenburg syndrome. Waardenburg syndrome is a group of rare genetic conditions categorized by at least some degree of congenital hearing loss and pigmentation deficiencies, which can include bright blue eyes, or one blue eye and one brown eye, as you right here, in addition to a white forelock, or patches of light skin. You truly can't deny just how special these kids look. So much so, people on social media are raving about how gorgeous these unique humans are. That's it for today's video, guys. What makes you unique and different? We'd love to hear your answers in the comments section below. Oh, and if you thought this video was insane, you should definitely check out our other related videos.